Greetings, guys. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Monette, and this is my channel, Evolve with Monette. I am a professional intuitive empath, an artist, a chef, and an all-around Life Path 3 creative. Life Path 3 video coming soon. And now that we know each other, I want to jump right into the video. And that is a particularly, I think it's not talked about enough subject, but it's our blood rage. Now, that may sound terrifying, but it is quite, I think, accurate to the emotions we have. So for my divine feminine energy, this video is specifically for the ladies here. Gentlemen, you can watch and learn a thing or two, but it may not apply. We, especially during our time of the month, when we are menstruating, when we have our cycle, our period. I'm going to say all the buzzwords now so that way you can get comfortable with being uncomfortable or get comfortable and get comfortable. So when we have our time of the month, what happens is that there is this narrowing of our focus. Ladies that are still menstruating, that are not in menopause, and that have this experience, or ladies that are in menopause and can reflect back on those days, though I do hear that the other side's pretty great, minus a few hot flashes and things. I've heard a lot of my menopausing friends saying, it's amazing not to have my period anymore. Something happens. Now, this phrase, blood rage, is something that just occurred to me, and it's something that I banter back and forth about sometimes with friends, so we just identify it as our blood rage, right? So it's something where I have noticed that I have a particular heightened focus and awareness, and what I want you to know is that there is a deep opportunity here to harness that power to get you super clear. When we are not doing like daily practices of meditation or taking introspective quiet time, to quiet the noise in our head can sometimes be tough. It can be blaring on all signals, and it is so hard to really decipher what is truth and what is not. If someone oversteps their boundaries, or a coworker irritates you, or a loved one causes you to have hurt feelings, or a parent dismisses you, you may feel those feelings, but when you're clouded, not clear, and just in your regular day-to-day life, the rest of the days we are not menstruating, you will rationalize it. We all do this. This is a very human thing. Or you'll put it away, or you'll compartmentalize it because it's too much to deal with. There is a magic that happens when we're on our period. We are not tolerant. Now, some people chalk it up to being crabby or the B word or whatever, right? But the truth of the matter is there is this divine feminine searing clarity that comes. And so, like I said, I've joked about it with friends as the blood rage. I want you to harness this. I want you to, if you are in the month and you are feeling ambiguous or uncertain about something, give yourself the grace to allow that period to come. And as you're going through that cycle, I want you to see how you feel. Just ask yourself the question, do you like or loathe the coworker that gets under your skin? When you're on your period, that blood rage, and there's a reason I call it the rage part, that will get you so incredibly clear. You will not be able to hem and haw or ride the fence. It'll be clear to you. I absolutely do not like her, and I don't like her for this, and this reason. It'll just come to you. And all of that subterfuge and all of that socialization of being the demure and appropriate woman that doesn't cause conflicts and doesn't rock the boat goes away. That's the magic of the blood rage. Ladies, if your spouse is getting on your nerves, and maybe they've been manipulative or pushing a certain situation, and maybe getting away with a little bit of murder, but you're trying to acquiesce, murder figuratively, please, y'all. Turn off Snapped. Talking to the choir here. I had to turn off Snapped a couple years ago. I was like, this can't be healthy. But what I will say is that when you are frustrated with your spouse, wait to see what patience level you have when your period comes. You'll get real clear about exactly why you're frustrated, how they've pissed you off, how it needs to be remedied, and why you're not tolerating it anymore. Therein comes the other side of the rage. Now, I've noticed that I am given 2 moments of ranting in that time frame, but it's a cutting, very surgical rant. It's like all of my deepest thoughts just get pulled up out of me, and there they are for you, and I don't care how you think about it or what you feel about it. That is also the magic of the blood rage. We're gonna have to come up with a more friendly name, but I don't know, I kind of like the raw power of that, right? I just finished up a reading for Sagittarius, and I was using my Daughter of the Moon cards, and this card literally is just sitting on top, which is about us coming into balance. It's literally the card of Temperance if we were to look at it at a major regular tarot deck. But what I want you to understand is that that's us, just the way she is. This is a triumphant stance. Whenever we have our hands upraised, it's a body language signal that we are in power. Like if anybody wins a race, you notice they put their hands up and they're feeling victorious, or anything that we accomplish, our hands go up, right? Well, when you are having these moments of clarity, oh, I'm hearing it in my head. Thank God for giving me this moment of clarity. This is Jay-Z, okay? This moment of honesty. It's an opportunity to speak your truth. It's an opportunity to not be. You see, here's the thing. Before we come to our cycle, I hear the song Simon and Garfunkel. Hello, darkness, my old friend. That's what I just heard. Meaning that you feel a little bit gloomy, but then there's a clarity and the gloominess removes and you do not feel depressed at all. You're just fed up. And it's fed up, and I think it's so healthy because for some women watching, that is the first time and that is the only time you allow yourself the room and the leeway to feel your real feelings. Those feelings are always there, by the way, but they're buried under all of our political correctness, and they're buried under all of our social justice warrior stuff. And sometimes we're just pissed, and that's okay. Allow yourself the freedom to just be angry. Allow yourself to relish instead of shunning that or being fearful of that time frame. And none of us are fearful. It's just a thing that happens. We get used to it. But instead of feeling like, oh, here we go again, and oh, this is so laborious, and why me? Lean in divine feminine power and ask yourself the tough questions that you wouldn't want to ask yourself when you're not on your cycle, and see what magical clear answers you get and how you are much stronger than you think. Use that blood rage to your advantage. Rage if you have to rage. Bleed because we are bleeding and we have to. But don't let it be futile. That is a seed. That is watering. That is growth. That is all about regeneration and creating life. There is a life that is withheld in your spirit and in your soul that wants to come up through throat chakra and express itself. Unlearn the socialization of our society and tap into that, and do not be fearful to speak your truth. Use that energy that we are blessed with every month to really help you galvanize and lasso those thoughts together so that you can communicate clearly with those around you about what boundaries are. That's what our blood rage is about. It's a boundary. It's a physical representation of an emotional boundary as far as I'm concerned. I can go deeper into that. I'll leave that there for now. I really want you to ingest that. You are free to speak your truth. You don't just have to wait for a blood rage, but my God, it is certainly an amazing gift we get. We are our most powerful, ladies, no matter how you feel physically. Our feelings are liars sometimes. Our physical feelings don't matter. That emotional security, strength, and confidence that you have in that time about what you feel, and you don't second guess yourself, that is how you begin to teach yourself to live your life every day speaking your truth. Interesting topic. Had to share it. I am so glad we got to share some energy today. If you're on your cycle, I want you to write down a couple of things that you wish you had said or that you want to say. Maybe I'm not saying to go pepper everyone with that thought immediately, but understand that there is a person in you that has very well established boundaries, whether you will let the rest of the world see that or not. All right, guys, come back and join me, and we will continue to evolve together.